Morning. Good morning for the crypto economists this morning. So I'm just going to post up on Steam it so we can get all the crypto enthusiasts over for the chat. Won't be a sec. Really good to see the market gaining that sort of confidence. Hey, Saucy Link, yeah, you killed it first. But to be fair, A-Dog's not in our Discord group. So he's got that disadvantage. I'm just going to pop the video up in Steam it now. Might try something with that today. I'm going to try I think you can promote the article. I might try promoting it and see what happens. It costs $1. Stop. Good. Post. We'll get right onto the crypto economy. I won't be a second. I want to get this up straight away. Okay, post done. So, interesting times overnight. That the Bitcoin's been very, very bullish overnight. And it's good to see. The entire crypto economy, actually, there's been major gains on some of the coins. One of the ones we picked as our top 5 the other day, well, I picked about 10 of them, but it was in there, being Trust Coin, so we can certainly have a bit more of a look and see how that's gone in a little bit. I'm just going to see if I can actually promote this. This would be interesting. If they still even do that. Promote. I'm going to try it. Why not? Promote. Sign in. See what happens. Oh, you don't know what crypto is? I didn't know that, Saucy Link. Sorry, man. Yeah, well, crypto is the collective word we use for what's called blockchain technology. It's a new type of technology. Well, relatively new. It's been really developed since 2009, since Bitcoin was first created. So basically what it is there you go. Xiao's put it down. Crypto is the new world revolution. Mate, basically what it is, as most of us investors see it, is the version 2 of the internet. Okay, so this is technology that can be overlaid into many different industries, including virtual reality and gaming, medical industry, basically any industry in the world. Hey, R-Dog. So that's essentially what crypto is. Yeah, ACU5, crypto is great. So what we do, Saucy Link, not like robotic crap, man. No, I'm not really into that myself. It's basically a way of taking out, it's decentralization would be the best way to put it. So most of our practices require a middleman, especially in the transfer of money or contracts. They require a middleman to validate the process. What blockchain does is allow us to use each other essentially as the middleman. Yes, it is new technology, man. It's new technology. So they're using it for everything, man. From making guns safer, like you wouldn't be able to shoot your gun unless you were actually holding it. Blockchain has the ability to do that. Blockchain has the ability to act as a currency, like Bitcoin and PIVX, the company I work for. And what we can do there is I can transfer money anywhere in the world for fractions of a cent, as opposed to what the banks would usually charge us. So it allows me to I guess, open up a global market with a global currency rather than having to trade Australian dollars to US dollars and things like that. So we have a standardised currency that can be traded worldwide, taking out the banks so we don't have to pay their commissions and and other financial institutions. So it is new age technology. It's a company called Triggers, Saucy Link, that are doing that one. I haven't fully looked into it as such, but essentially yes. The way blockchain works is it works through I can't remember the word, I'm sorry, but basically authentication. So if someone were to pick up the gun, basically the way I could see it working is that those fingerprints would be verified really, really quickly in the data sharing, exactly, Pete. There's a lot of different practical applications for blockchain. So it can be used in many different ways, but basically it's about a authentication process. If that's... No, we're not getting mad, man. That's what we're for. We're for the newcomers, Saucy Link. I only found... Man, I'm a surfer, right? I don't even know how to use computers. So I only found Bitcoin through a really weird set of circumstances, and being an old school investor, I started looking into it and I found the crypto economy, and that's now where I invest because it's new age technology. And it's making us good money for those who are picking the right projects to invest in. So please, man, ask any questions you like. We've got a good group of people here who can help you answer them. So it's all for newbies here, man. Don't worry about it. Yeah, exactly. It's the blind leading the blind a little bit, Pete. But man, we did well enough to get on a few good things, haven't we? Icon. I haven't even seen it hit market yet. I'm just counting that as a good thing. We got PIVX from the $2 mark, around the $2 mark. We got Lisk from around the $2 mark, which is now sitting around $6. So we've done really, really well. Yeah. There's a company called Voxels, Saucy Link, that are working on VR, virtual reality applications for the blockchain. And there's also a couple of companies like Library Credits that are going to be using it as an overlay into the gaming world as well. I don't actually do a whole lot of gaming myself. I got a bit upset with gaming after Dion Myers was the avatar for the Australian bodyboarding game, and I beat him in 2015 in the final in the national championship. So I got over gaming and gaming companies when they didn't make Fish the Beach Bum and invested the avatar for the game. I'm just joking around. But I don't do a whole lot of gaming, man, but there are applications for literally everything. Hey, there's going to be, like even YouTube, there's going to be a YouTube version of blockchain coming out. There's a couple of them actually. So you've got DTube. So it's essentially decentralized YouTube. And what that means is A-Dog can't get his views taken down and things like that. And it's curated by the public. So you actually get paid, dude, for the number of upvotes you get and things like that. So it's like likes. If you got an upvote, that's what they call it on Steam. You'd actually get paid for that straight away. Bang, straight off the bat. No need to get to 1,000 subs. Just start putting out good content. The people will decide what's good and what's not by voting, and you actually get paid on those votes. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, Pete, there's a couple going around. We're working on one. Hey, man, can you keep me up to date with that? We're not missing anything on that other one we're looking at. Saucy Link's just asked another question. Let's see, because it's good, Saucy Link. Thank you, man. This helps everyone learn. So it's like new tech that uses our ID and stuff, and the DNI is like a younger, newer model version of VR. Whew, that's a complex question for me. But, yeah, it's new tech that essentially uses the people, the power of the people, brother, instead of a centralized authority like a government or a bank or many other institutions that we can throw into the process. This just allows us to take control of our own information and data and finances, which the banks historically have charged us a lot of money to do that for us. So we're essentially working with ways to make it a little cheaper, both for us and the banks. Yeah, it's a revolutionary way to store data. It's decentralized. So if you think about anything data can do, Saucy Link, if you think about how the internet has been integrated into every single industry on the planet, that's what's going to happen with blockchain. That's what we all believe. The blockchain investors and the early adopters, we believe this technology still has development to go, but it's revolutionary, super secure. You're talking about 0.65 billion years to hack. The Earth hasn't existed that long. So it's by current computing standards, it's unhackable. Yeah, exactly. That's certainly a possibility. There's already companies looking to bring it into... so one of the companies, Saucy Link, a good example, we've just invested in something called Substratum. Okay, now what Substratum does is essentially uses blockchain technology to say we don't need GoDaddy and we don't need the Amazon web servers. We're going to use our computers all linked up around the world to create a network that allows us to web host our own sites. So, Saucy Link, you'd be web hosting my site, I'd be web hosting yours, and they move it around to where the server's getting the best performance. So your site would actually be hosted on different computers around the world at a different time. And what that does, instead of paying GoDaddy or Amazon web servers, quite a bit of money per month to run our websites, we just pay each other a little bit to run it. Instead, a lot less. And the great thing is the pool of money stays within the people. It's not getting kicked out to the top, to Amazon or to GoDaddy. So when my laptop hosts a website, I'll get paid for that. A little bit. But in return, all my websites now, because I'm going to choose to host them on this sort of service, will cost me a lot less. Yeah, pay-per-click too. There's a lot of cool things about Substratum, Pete. Hey, I had a look, man. I had a nice kickback this morning. along with the rest of the market, and then took a dip again. It was sort of cracking back over that 5 cent mark. I saw this morning 5.2 cents. So that was nice to see, man. People starting to learn what we've got invested in. So yeah, that's good. So that's one example, Saucy Link. There's literally any industry you can think of, there's going to be an application for blockchain technology. And that's what we're figuring out now. What can we use this amazing new tech to do? How much better can we make our world? And that's the believers and the early adopters of blockchain technology. Hey, Wilkie. Man, you've done well, Wilkes. I've seen your pics, man. Neo. I know where you bought it, bro. Well done. Stacked in nicely. Good on you, Wilkie. First couple of weeks in the crypto economy, man. How you enjoying the roller coaster ride? It's a volatile little bugger, isn't it? Yeah, so Saucy Link, that's one thing, is because we are in new technology, it's very volatile. The valuations of these companies that we're investing in, big swings. So you can make and lose a lot of money very quickly, which is why we all work together to get as much information as we can to give us the best chance of investing well. And we've done that as a group so far. So that's just a little rundown on blockchain for you. We had a Saucy Link say, oh, listen, I've come in a few times, but I don't even know what cryptocurrency is. So we're just trying to give him, yeah, here comes Wilkie the whale, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we're just trying to give Saucy Link a little rundown, like a layman's explanation of blockchain and Bitcoin. So, yeah, man, that's thanks for asking the questions, Saucy Link. It's good for everyone to get to know that stuff. So let's have a look at the economy, because it has been a great 24 hours. I'm just going to update on Bittrex to make sure I'm still saying a great 24 hours. Yeah, it's good. It's solid. All right, I'm going to jump onto CoinMarketCap and have a look at the entire economy. But I think we're over that 140 billion mark, and 145 almost, 144.97, 99, sorry. Wow, 145 billion. Well done. All those who hodled, all those who continued to believe in blockchain technology and understood the fear and doubt coming out of China and Jamie Dimon. It's worth a try, mate. It lasted a couple of days. Anyway, let's have a look at the market. Bitcoin, hey, last time I looked, it did actually crack over 4,200. That I was sort of asking the question, is it going to hold that mark, you know? It did look like, I saw some chat on our Discord group this morning that said sort of 4,200. Now it's cracked up. It'll probably hold quite nicely for the day. It has just popped under there, but still up 6.78% in the last 24 hours. That's good. So we're sitting at 4,168 for Bitcoin. Good stuff. Ethereum, back over 300. Yes! I think that was another Wilkie special. So Wilkie's stocked up for the ICOs. Hey, that LA token's got 5 days left at phase 2 if anyone's interested. I don't mind it, eh? It's a pretty good project. I think they're valuing the company a little high, but certainly on potential, worth a look. So just diverting there slightly while we talked about ICOs. But well done to Wilkie on that one. I know you took the advice, man. I know you stacked in as low as sort of 230 on that one. So well done, brother. Good investing. Litecoin 55. That's more like it. 55.82. To me, still too cheap. A lot of these still are. Hey, Grinkers, welcome, dude. But 55.82 is good. Nice recovery. Well back over the $50, 55 now. Let's look to push over 60 and then talk about whether we can take some profit where we've bought it from. I know Crypto K stacked in at 38, you cheeky bugger. Well done, Crypto K, on that one. Made good gains. Hey, look, I'm going to give a shout out, Ripple. We talked about it yesterday, and it's one of the big gainers. It's up 7.78%. And I think, again, it seems to be the effect of our group. The 4 people on this chat right now. 10 yesterday, 8 or whatever it was. We're obviously having a major effect on the market. Between myself and Wilkie and Zhao, massive whales, just absolutely dominating the market. No, in all seriousness, well done to Agent Smith. I know you're a big Ripple fan. So, well done, mate. Up to 7.78% and back over that 20 cent mark. That's good to see for the Ripple investors. There's some interesting stuff coming out, right, about banks building their own blockchain. And we have had a bit of a debate about this yesterday. So for me, Ripple has lost some of its value proposition going forward because Icon, for starters, are going to be working with a stack of the banks in Korea, and they're certainly going to look to expand. And I think they're actually, even though they're only releasing, if you look at the strategic alliances and partnerships they've made, they're further ahead than Neo. I'll say that right now. Before they've even released their crypto, they're further ahead than Neo. Neo's currently valued at $1.5 billion. I reckon Icon should be more. Make your own decisions when it hits market if you can get it. Anyway, let's have a look what else we got. Yeah, Neo has cracked up above 30 again, 31, 33. It was always too cheap. I know people got it as low as 17, so you've pretty much doubled your money since there. Sub was moving, was it, Pete? We'll have a look at that in a sec, bro. What exchanges? Is it still just on that one exchange, man? I can't be bothered opening up a new exchange. I'll just hold on to it. Honestly, that's my plan with it. I can't be bothered. It's not a huge investment for me. Hey, John Doe, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Oh, I wrote a new rap this morning. I know you're a producer. I wrote the S&E rap this morning. That young fella, the 15-year-old who was in here yesterday, does business and finance at school. So I wrote that rap. I can actually record that because there's an instrumental on YouTube for it, so I'll get that out. It'll shoot up once it hits Bittrex anyway, that's what Wilkie said. You talking about, which one are you talking about, Wilkie? Sub, yeah, I agree. I think that's what you're talking about. Just looking at Etherscan for prices. Thanks, man. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, let us know, man. I can check it on CoinMarketCap. It's on CoinMarketCap now, bro. If you just hit in sub, it comes up. Yeah, sub has been disappointing, John Doe, but long term, bro. If you really like it, just hold on to it. Hey, Bo Vosh. How are you? How are you today? What did you say? Let's have a look. I'm getting back to the chat. Everyone's starting to roll in. Power Ledger might be big. Power Ledger, cool. Hey, Z, what's going on? Good night for the economy, bro. Looking good. Where is Power Ledger being listed? I'm not sure. It goes very well, thank you, Bovosh. Goes excellently. On a day like today where we're seeing green figures all over the screen, it's always nice. It's always nice when a prediction plays out. I mean, we nailed the bottom of Bitcoin. We said 2,800 to 3 grand. We nailed the bottom of a lot of coins. PIVX is well back over $3 again. So we're doing really, really well as a team. It helps us to stay confident as well. And also, you know, we disagree sometimes, which helps us maybe to stay away from some of those questionable ones. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jazz just said there's a lot of ICOs wanting or waiting for big exchanges. That's exactly right, yeah. And that's going to drive price action because people like me are lazy. Man, I'm trading on Bittrex, Cryptopia, and I don't even know if Binance is still open, but I've got some District 0x over there, which made a big comeback overnight as well. So, yeah, it's for me, I'm not going to open up another exchange. I can't be bothered. I was going to have a look at Polo, but honestly, Bittrex has a really good... They do have a good selection. I've got to give it to them. And I figured out all my stuff now, so I've been able to get my coins out off the exchange, which was bothering me because they're just sitting there. And I had like a stack of PIVX on there. I'm like, I got to be staking this, getting my rewards. And I couldn't get it off, but I figured it all out, so it's all good. Stoked. Yeah, let's keep looking at the economy and see what else. There's been some huge movers. One in particular, Trustcoin. We nailed that. Absolutely nailed it before it took off. So anyone who's got in on that, including myself, well done. To 4 new exchanges. Yeah, we got added, I know of one at least, Bovosh. We just got added to, let me go and have a look at our... We've been looking to get to a lot of new exchanges, man, and obviously that's going to drive price action. So that's obviously a positive for us. What? Seb Fox, are you serious? What's it trading at, bro? Any idea on the price? Seb Fox has just said they're trading on the ICO markets for Icon already. Please tell me we've 10x'd. $2 a coin, please, please, please. I'm going to wait until it hits major markets to check the action on that anyway, but if you could give us an update. No, I didn't think it was possible because I don't even have my bloody... That could just be very careful of that because I don't even have... We haven't been distributed our coins yet. Jazz right, actually. I got a bit carried away there. You've got to do your KYCs between the 2nd of October and the 10th. So it's not actually possible to be allocated your coins yet. So please be very careful of that and check into it before you go buying off that exchange. Tokens are not tradable yet. There is a huge spread, says Seb Fox. Stitch up, says Wilkie. Yep, I agree. Guys, careful on that one, please. That's a good point. I got a little carried away because I like Icon. Don't go over. I wouldn't advise going over there and buying. It's something like 25 cents. Look, for starters, too cheap. But second of all, that to me is... What happens if I'm overseas and need to do my KYC? You can still do it. See, you got your passport, bro. All you got to do is take a photo of yourself on your passport, as far as I know, and then a photo of the passport itself. So you'll be overseas. You'll definitely have your passport. I don't think so, man. I can't see that being the case, see. If so, man, I'll just send it for you from my house or whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm in Australia. So don't worry about it, dude. We'll figure it out when the time comes. But if you're overseas, it depends on which country you're in. I mean, if you're in the US or China, you might have issues. But you're talking Indo, aren't you? You're going to Indonesia from memory. That's real weird, Jao. Just be careful of that, bro. Maybe come some... Yeah, you're going to Bali, right? Cool, man. Bali don't have restrictions on... They're not restricted on entering the ICO. So I can't imagine that your KYC coming from that destination would be any problem. If it is, give us a call and we'll sort it out from Oz. That's the beautiful thing, man. We'll start working it on the 2nd, and if we have any problems, we've got 8 days to sort it out. So just give me a call and we'll sort it out from Australia for you if that happens. We'll still try and do something. Oh, you know what I was thinking, Z, is I'd still like to try. If you can get actual Wi-Fi when you're in the air, when you're allowed to turn your phone back on, let's do the altitude, and you can actually take a photo yourself, the altitude, and your phone receiving the PIVX. So we do the highest peer-to-peer transaction. Set another world record on Friday when you head over. It's only if they give you Wi-Fi on the plane. Some do, some don't. So yeah, let's do it, Z. Give me a call, bro. We'll sort it out. It'll be fun. Man, if we can get that, it's like we just did a peer-to-peer transfer at 30,000 feet. Don't anyone steal the idea and go and do that before Friday. That'd be rude. Yeah, so we'll go for that, Z. That'll be fun, man. All right, let's keep looking at the market. We had a good little chat there. Please be careful of that icon trading. It could be futures trading. I think futures trading at 25 cents on a 6-hour sellout is ridiculous. So I'd just stay clear of it, to be honest. If you're already in on icon, we've all positioned ourselves very well if that hits the market and goes big. So my personal advice, HIT BTC is supposed to be a legit exchange, Seb Fox says. Yeah, I've heard of it, man. It's got good volumes from memory too. I'm trying to think where it's based, but I'm just cautious of things like that, because if I don't have my coins, how the hell can it be being traded? We were on our Discord group at 2 o'clock. People took days off from our group for it so that we could all get in. So, hey, hit BTX is where it's supposed to be traded. Guys, we're going to have to do some research on this. This is important. We don't want to be selling at 25 cents anyway, do we? That's only 25% profit. I'm out. I'll keep holding for that. It's IOU, not the real token, so it's futures. Okay. Jeez, at 25 cents, I'm tempted. It's pretty cheap. It is. 25 cents would put it at a valuation of 110 million, roughly. A bit more. Still too cheap. Yeah, I'd buy some at 25 cents as well. I'm just skeptical, Pete. Like, how does that work, man? I've never liked not holding the asset. I don't like day trading with leveraged money. You know what I mean? I'm just cautious. That's all. I've already got my investment in. I don't need to go and scramble around to get more. So, the ICO ether rate was about 20 cents. I worked it out at per coin, because it was a $90 million valuation, and there were $90 million valuation at... No, I might be wrong on that. I'm sure it was a $90 million valuation that I worked it out at ICO. I just can't remember the number of coins. So it must have been 45 million or 50 million or something like that for me to get that valuation. 50 million coins, just under 20 cents a coin. That sounds about right. Sorry, 500 million coins. How's your maths, Fishy? Yeah, right. That's interesting, Pete. Yeah, sub didn't do well off the bat. You get that with some ones. I still feel confident if they get the tech right, we'll make a lot of money on that long term. How many coins for 1 Ether? It was like, I want to say 1,300, 1,400. I can check my Ether wallet. 2,500 was it? Let me just check. I'll check my Ether wallet. See how many I got. Maybe a sec. Check it out now. We've got to keep an eye on this one, guys, because we're in big on it. I don't want to be selling at 25 though. Stuff that. Who's going to short that at 25? It was 2,500, was it? See? Okay, bro. Thank you. So that means I'll get 5,000 when I get my double reward. No, I didn't even check. I don't even know how to check. I'm useless with computers. 100%, 25,000. Cool. I'm not even going to... sorry, 2,500. 2,500. I kept saying 25,000. It's 2,500. So I'm just going to close down my Ether wallet now because I don't even need to check that. Yeah, so let's have a... Can I have a quick look at Trust? Because, again, double reward on ICX, John Doe. You didn't know about that. Every 25th person got 100% extra coins, bro. 100%. And guess what? You're going to get 2% extra if you got in on it because the shares sold out at pre-ICO and they had 12 cents, is it? Okay. Thanks, man. Yeah, you get 2% though, John Doe. If you're in already, you'll get 2%, bro. They're airdropping 2% because the coins that were put aside for bonuses in the later stages of ICO are no longer required. So they've gone, guess what? We'll give them to you guys. And we're like, yes, another 2%. Although I already said that Bovosh can have my 2%. It's not going to be a lot of coins, but yeah, get him in on it. He does a lot of work over at the Discord group. You didn't get any, Jow? You didn't get any at all, ICX. Oh, that sucks, dude. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good one anyway. Neo's obviously had that big run up. QTUM's probably gone well as well. Not as well, actually. $9.86, but still up. Crypto Mentor 999 at yahoo.com. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to do that interview on your channel, man. That's right. I did see you get into our... I thought you were in our Discord group. Didn't you come in? Anyway, let me just copy your email there. I saw it go up in the thing. I'll shoot you an email. Hey, Tilly.
Come on. Come on.
The dog just came in. Yeah, I'll just grab your email here, dude. I'll email you after the show. We can work something out.
Come on.
As soon as I can figure out how to copy this. Sorry, I'm so bad with computers. Copy. Alright, I got your email. I'll chuck it in a Word document.
Hey, Fish.
Yeah, bro.
Can I push a little bit of that purple?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Just gonna clean bottom of your board off.
Yeah.
Cool work.
What was I going to say? Wilkie says hi, Scotty.
Hey, Wilkie.
Yeah, Trustcoin is one I wanted to have a look up. Up 57.1% in the last 24 hours. Whoever asked me for that top 10 or top 5 and I gave a top 10. Trustcoin. Such a good game. Did you get on that, Wilkie? I told you about 50 times to get on that thing, man. Told you it was good. Wow, it keeps going up. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I've even had more sells on it. I just had a sell at 108.98. So, it just keeps going. You didn't, Wilkes? Oh, well, you got everything else. Hey, NZ Street Beats. Go catch some waves, Stinky. No, I don't know about that, man. It's gone north. It's all... I went yesterday. I had a good one yesterday, but it's just gone really onshore and garbage today. It's breaking a high day right now. Yeah, I saw that, man. It's so good. Like, I just sold like 20 coins. on the jump up. I've been selling them. It's just hit. My sell orders have just been going dish, 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 dish on Trust all morning. Like, I never sell out of all my coins anymore. You guys know that after what happened to me with Neo. But yeah, I've sold out of a fairly big percentage of them on this run up. So good thing is I have plenty of BTC to buy it back if it dips. So we'll just keep an eye out for that. I'm really stoked though. Like, that's a huge gain. We're up to 46 cents. We first started coining at 25 cents. I think it was 25 cents. It was around that mark. Now we're at 46. So really nice gains for Fish and anyone else who jumped on to Trust with me on that one. Stoked. Absolutely stoked on that one. It was always going to be a good low market cap coin in my opinion. And I think it'll only go strength to strength. We had that news come out yesterday. I didn't actually read it, Zhao. Zhao put the link up for some news from WeTrust. They had... I can't remember. I saw the headline and that was about it, but I was already holding it, so I didn't need to do much. And now I'll just trade it a little bit. Now that I've taken some sells, see if I can buy it back a bit cheaper. If it does dip down off these daily highs now. Maybe it'll just keep going through the roof. It seems to be 60% it's now showing on Bittrex. Not often you get one of your stocks going 60% in one day. It's a good day when that happens. So that was a good one for me. Another one was... Oh, sorry, that was... Trust Coin's up 13%. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. The big one was ADEX. And you guys know I picked that ages ago. I actually finally got some sells on it. I rode it a hell of a long way down first to actually get to a point where I could sell it at a profit. But that's what you got to do sometimes. And I haven't sold a lot of it because I believe long term in the project. I've put what I've sold back on the buy wall to try and get it cheaper. So that's not what I'm selling out of. Like Lisk, I'm selling out a little bits to try and get into Rise and Arc. And they're, to me, some interesting value propositions that I'd like to diversify into. Considering I've done 3x on Lisk already, or 3.5x or somewhere around that mark, I can start cashing out a little profit and start running over to, I'm looking at Arc and Rise coming up the charts there. So, yeah, work your own strategies and how diverse you want to be. I mean, I've got probably too many cryptos. I've got like 50 at least, maybe 60 with ICOs I've got sitting around the place. So that might be a little bit heavily diversified, but I don't know. I like it. It works for me. It's a lot of projects to keep an eye on though. So I think Crypto K goes with about 10, and that's probably not a bad option. But yeah, ADEX has had 60%. I started recording all my investments in crypto, and I have holding $100 more than fiat I have put in since I started. Good on you, Pete. See? Into profit, bro. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. We still got some good stuff. Like Substratum's a good long-term hold, I reckon. If they get that tech right, it's going to be a big one. If, you know, they got to get it right. It's still, you know what it's like. It's venture capital, early stages. So we'll just have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, I was stoked to see that run up with ADEX. I actually left that out of the XXX crypto chat the other day. I forgot about it because we were keeping an eye on that one along with SafeX and PIVX, obviously. Let's have a look at PIVX. PIVX has done nicely. Not so much against the BTC. We're down 0.5%. Not a major deal when BTC's had a good run up because our US dollar value of PIVX has done really well. I think we're well back over $3. Yeah, $3.26 at the moment. I started buying it even though I get work. I literally get paid in PIVX. And I started buying it anyway as soon as it went under $3. I'm not like... Yeah. That's not a bad idea, Pete. I like running that strategy myself, man. Even like 20% at 10x, so you're doubling your money and get out. If you can 10x it, it's not bad. You hold 80% of your shares, just leave them, see what happens. You've doubled your money. It's pretty cool. I like doing those sorts of strategies, man, where you break even or get out a bit ahead and then you still hold a bunch of shares. If you've gone 5x or 10x or 3x even, you can take a third off the table, run with 66% for the rest of your life, and it doesn't matter what happens to them. So that's a pretty cool strategy, man, just recycling those profits into the next project rather than trading all the time, you know, like Wilkie the Whale. How's your trading been going, by the way, Wilkie? I know you had to hold PIVX for a bit to get back, man, but it looks like it's come back nice now. So, you know, all those, like I said to you, you're accumulating all those extra coins, and when it pumps again, you've got the extra coins plus the extra dollar value. So, yeah, well done to Big Wilkie on that one. Big Wilkie the Whale. Yeah, I've got plenty of BTC to play with at the moment, actually. I usually run it quite tight, so that means a lot of my sell orders have been hitting, even just while I'm sitting here. So I'm going to have to go and... Yeah, you got to sell on 10x. Wilkie, 10x run up like crazy, man. How good did we get the prices on that? We got Neo, we got... Like, I didn't get Neo, you got Neo, I got 10x, I got 10x at $2, mate, even less. And how much has that run up? And that's the thing, like, we talked about it, and when there's a massive scare that... out of China that's happened historically before, we've got to believe that everything's going to be A-OK long term, right? Not A-OK, but at least resolved in terms of Chinese people being able to invest in the crypto economy. Not to mention, people are realising the games that people like Jamie Dimon play, market manipulation. So they just go, okay, well, we won't fall for that again. There's going to be more scares and there's going to be more panic sells throughout this crypto economy. Are we going to charge on for a while before then? I think so. I do. What's left to scare us now? At this current point in time, we've had the scare out of China. Only good news can come from China now. Even if they banned altogether, the market had already corrected for that. Ah, nice, Zhao. Zhao had 10x since $1.40. That's sweet. Actually, I checked on 10x's YouTube. They've chucked out another video with old mate Julian, and he's it was just a bit of a video on his opinion of the banks coming into the space, into the crypto economy. So it's good, worth a watch, just over on the 10x YouTube sites. He has really similar opinions to me on a lot of this stuff, and he says that he used to be a surfer and positioned himself for waves so the wave would take him. Well, I challenge you, Julian, if you are a surfer, let's go head to head, mate. Let's have a run against each other in the surf. I thought he was a kite surfer, so I guess I can get on a kiteboard and we'll do kite surfing and a round of bodyboarding. Anyway, yeah, PIVX has had a nice run up, 10x, District 0x, everything pretty much. It's green all over the charts. Trying to find a red figure. Hey, ARK didn't take us bigger. Oh, that's the GoPro thing. I filmed myself yesterday, Z. How cool is this? I filmed myself yesterday. I haven't loaded it up yet on YouTube. But I just went over to the Slack group at PIVX because I've got a comp DK sessions coming up down at Port Macquarie. A lot of good riders in that. I said, I've got to get into that. And so I cheekily went over to the PIVX Slack group and said, hey guys, I've got a comp coming up. Registration's $100 Australian. What do you reckon? And the donations started coming in and Chad just went 27 PIVX straight up. There you go, brother. Go and pay for it. And I literally made a video of getting the donation using Living Room as Satoshi. I just paid my registration for the event using Living Room as Satoshi and donations from the Slack group. So I like the PIVX sponsorship. They look after me well. Yeah, it took me about 3 seconds to raise the money and then about like less than 5 minutes to actually enter myself in the competition using cryptocurrency. I believe that could be a world first. First person to enter a surfing competition using cryptocurrency for the entrance fee. Again, another PIVX Book of Records for fish. So yeah, I feel myself doing that, man. That's what this is doing out here. That's what the apparatus is. I think you were being cheeky with the question, see. I'm going to allow it. Yeah, green figures everywhere. One of the coins that I did see struggling to get into the green was ARK, and that's why I got on it. ARK hadn't had as big a gains as the others, and it's still taken a pretty good dip at 311. I was sort of suggesting under $3 is good buying. I'm just going to have a look at the actual chart on that. I did pick up a little bit. Missed my second buy, I got my first one. So pretty happy about that. You guys know me, I like to split the buys and split the sells, so I'm never throwing all my eggs in at once and just, yeah, hold most of it, don't trade a whole lot. So yeah, ARK's down 2.7% actually against BTC. But against the dollar, it's probably up just slightly from where we looked at it yesterday. Yeah, it is. It's up 5%. So yeah, I like ARK. I've been liking it more and more as I find out about this smart bridge technology, which is a point of difference that they have in the economy. So I quite like that. And I managed to get some. So I was pretty happy about that. I think it's cheap. I think it's got really good potential. Just trying to find what else we got. I expanded it to view all so I could see what's going on over the last hour as well, just get a bit of an update. We have been on for 40 minutes. and we're still sitting. We've actually just cracked over that 145. So obviously, that means that we've brought in about $200 million worth of investment through doing this YouTube stream. That's, you know, we've got 9-10 people on here, so we've put in 20 mil each, obviously. The fish effect, the crypto wave investment crew effect. Actually, we're down over the last hour on a lot of the majors, but what can happen there is the money flows into the altcoins. So it goes in through Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum first, and then gets traded out into other coins on exchanges that are trading with those currencies. Hey, Agent Smith. Well, we had a look at Ripple already. You're too late. You're going to have to watch the replay. Well done on Ripple, man. Good gains. Good gains. Yeah, so I'm going to open up the floor. If there's anyone who wants to have a look at a coin in particular, just even on the charts or whatever, we can have a look at it. I haven't done any research on new coins overnight because I've been really busy. It's going to take me a couple of days to actually get a new one, like one of those ones we've got sitting on the board, on the list. KMD, cool. Let's have a look at KMD. No worries. And Dent is one that Z wants to have a look at. Yeah, I'm so happy about AdXA. 66% in a day. On UTrust. No, John Doe. That's a separate project of WeTrust. That's UTrust is the Portuguese one, isn't it? New Zealand Street Beat goes, I'm watching Cloakcoin. I just like the name. Actually, I got a tip on Cloakcoin ages ago, so I've actually got some of that NZ Street Beats, funnily enough. Yeah, that's the Portuguese one. That I don't know, I haven't checked on that, on UTrust. I'm on WeTrust, TRST, which had really good gains again overnight. That's the Vitalik advised project where he's not really advising, but still a brilliant project. Yeah, so let's have a look at a couple that were interesting. KMD is one that is excellent value at the moment with the Monet's Alliance. Yeah, see, ARK is taking that nice little dip off the highs, and I like it. I don't know. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that one out. It had a really good snap up overnight, and I actually got a couple of sells on it, so I might even get the buys back now. You never know. I got to go and reset all my orders after this show. I've had sells go off everywhere, which is awesome. You like that, but you kind of want to get back and set your orders for the buys, right? Yeah, cool. No worries, Welky. I'll catch up with you soon, man. Yeah, come over on the weekend, dude. We'll sort out a few things. Yeah, exactly, Pete. He's on 2 projects only, not on Trust. So that's what I said. He's listed in as advisor, but he's not really having a whole lot of time to advise. And that doesn't really bother me because the rest of the team looks solid anyway. I mean, it's what attracted me to the project, no doubt about it. But I do like the fact that they're going for, peer-to-peer loans. I think that's cool. That's kind of the value proposition there. I think that can help big time in the micro lending industry instead of charging 20% interest and calling ourselves generous because we're giving small loans. Can you provide some insight on the up-and-coming BTC and Ether fork? I can on Ether, not on BTC. Haven't done any research on that. Let's just get to KMD first, and then we'll have a look at a few other things that have been brought up in the comments. KMD. I got pretty much none of this left. I sold out when it ran up, and I want to buy it back, but it's always about choosing, right? Just going to run in KMD, guys, and then I'll catch up on the chat. I see a lot of good comments coming through. Thank you for that. Yep, KMD is fluctuating quite a lot. It's good trading at the moment. It's found ranges between 49,000 Satoshis, and it's found its highs around just above the 50,500 is probably where you're finding your trade range at the moment. It's on the lower side of that now at $2.10. I still think it's good buying long term. I think the strategic alliance they made with Monet's is going to position them well in Europe. So yeah, that's a nice one to take a look at. Just gonna have a look at the chat because it looks like some funny stuff coming through as well. So yeah, Komodo's a really good project for mine. I said that we did have a look at it a while ago, and I told you a lot more detail about that. But I do like it. My opinion hasn't changed on that. I think the Monet's ICO coming out on Komodo platform will actually drive the price. They've actually taken a partnership, I believe that 5% partnership with Monet's. I'm not 100% sure on that. Please check that figure. But it certainly is a strategic alliance at the very least, and a smart one at that. So yeah, I like KMD going forward. Komodo. Just going to catch up on the chat. Cloakcoin, Vitalik tweeted, it's in 2 projects, CVC and ZRX. Seb Fox said CVC, which is Civic, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't actually had a look at that one. I've just seen it on the charts. But Seb Fox likes Civic, and ZRX, which is zero. No, ZRX. I'll have to have a look. Excuse me. I think CVC is Civic. So just letting you know, I haven't had a look at Civic, so I don't want to comment. Yes, it is. I haven't had a comment on that, but sorry, I don't want to comment on that when I haven't researched it. But Seb Fox likes it. So there you go. Thanks, Seb Fox. Cool. And ZRX as well. I'll just pull that one up. Have a quick look. ZRX. Oh, that's linked to District 0x, right? There's some link there with District 0x, the 0x coin. Am I right in saying that, Seb Fox? Because I loved District 0x as a value proposition. I went and opened a new exchange just to get some at highs. And then lost half my money on it. Well, I haven't lost anything because I'm holding it. But, yeah, I was just wondering, Seb Fox, if you could clarify that. I did read that 0x was actually, like, the token being used on District 0x was something like that. I'll have to have a bit more look into it. But either way, ZRX is 0x and Seb Fox likes that and Civic. So thanks for those tips, Seb Fox. We'll try and get them on the board, man. It's filling up a little bit at the moment to have a look at those ones. But I just want to give you the tips that are coming through the chat. It's a good idea. You keep an eye on who's saying what, and the more you hear a coin mentioned, usually, honestly, it leads to, if everyone's saying the one coin, it usually leads to price action. MTL, Agent Smith. All right, we'll have a look. It'll be some corporate metal. That's backed. Metal, I think, is actually backed by physical metals, is it not? That's the value proposition of that one, backed by gold, etc., silver. If that's the case, I don't mind it, because I'd rather just go out and buy metals, to be honest. I'd rather hold physical... No? What's metal? I'll tell you. I did look at one that was actually represented by like a store of gold. I just went by the name metal, coin, crypto. Crypto bank, says Xiao. I'll have to have a look into it. There was one that was actually backing it on the basis of having physical commodities to back the, you know, as they're backing essentially, like the banks used to do, I guess. It's an entry point for crypto, cool. I'm going to have to look more into metal as well. We're shaping digital money, transfer money instantly around the globe with nothing more than a phone number, earn rewards every time you spend or make a purchase, ditch the bank and go digital. Yeah, well, we're doing that with a lot of cryptos. What's the value proposition, my friends at Metal? I'll have to look more into it. Rewards you earn as you spend for real. Metal is native currency. Metal is fairly distributed through a process known as proof of process payments, POP. When you send money or make purchases, you earn a little reward in metal for every dollar you spend. They're only 66.5, earn up to 5. That's looking really interesting, actually. It's like a reward system, I guess, you know. Well, not I guess, that's exactly what it is, but I was sort of comparing it to like a American Express or Visa card reward system or whatever. I think they're going for those mass adoption markets. I get that. I'll have a look more into that before I comment on it as well. So that's a really interesting one to me, actually. Just based on the fact that they're going for easy use and going for the idiot, the crypto idiot, like me. People who, you know, are relatively new to the market. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. I'd like to have a look more into that one before I make too much of a comment. Let's get some insight on the upcoming BTC and the Ether fork. John Doe, thank you for the question. The Ether fork I did look into, man. It's called Metropolis, okay? And it's a stage fork. I believe there are 4 stages of Metropolis. 4 value propositions that it's going to add to Ethereum. This is going off the top of my head. So, the first stage is called Byzantine. And basically what it's looking to do is work on a few things. Scalability, so making it essentially able to handle more transactions or more volume through the Ethereum base. Security. They're looking to improve the security. They're looking to... I'm trying to think of what the four things that it's... they're moving towards proof of stake. It's probably one of the biggest things I see in this whole transition for Ethereum. So Ethereum's traditionally been a proof of work coin, and they're moving towards proof of stake. So initially they're looking at having only major stakeholders being able to earn residual income, and you will need 1,000 Ethereum initially to actually stake your Ethereum. Now that's like a $300,000 investment, right? So most of us don't have that, not unless I sell the old house, and I told you I'm not doing that. Not to throw into crypto. I know there's people who have, I'm not one of them. I like living here. So yeah, 300,000 to start with, but then they're going to work on smaller level proof of stake or staking, known as sharding. And again, I suggested Vitalik might want to work on his street smarts and not call it shards. Anyway, no, I haven't looked at Ethereum Dark. Pete, stop working me so hard. I told you I haven't looked at any more coins. Just because Joe said the words. Yeah, no. I know, Joe's he's bloody good. He comes up with some good ones. Young fellow that drops into the chat. He's in our Discord group. Lives on the Gold Coast. Yeah, so he's a little gem. He comes up with some really good coins. So I'd be interested in Ether Dark, but I already know that it's not a new value proposition, is it? It's not. We got SafeX, we got District 0x. Like, I'll have to look into it to find exactly what what its key difference is, if you like, in this market. Vitalik is way out there, yeah, exactly, Pete. I love the guy. He's a legend. Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay, cool. Looking into that. Yeah, so I'll just keep going a little bit more on the Metropolis fork for Ethereum. It's necessary. If Ethereum are going to be working with companies like Microsoft, which they've been rumoured to, and a couple of the other big companies, they're going to need to be able to handle volume. So, yeah, they're scaling up. They're speeding up. They're making it more secure, and they're moving to proof of stake. Off the top of my head, they're the major effects or the major advantages, value additions that the Metropolis fork will bring to Ethereum, which is awesome. Better tech. Ethereum 2.0, if you like. I see it I see it real necessary for Ethereum to make this fork and to move forward. I think it'll be well received by the market. That's my wrap up of Ethereum. And Vitalik is a genius. So no matter how fast he has to get that system, he's going to figure it out. One day, not straight away. They're only going to go up to 6 transactions per second after the fork. So they're not talking mass adoption, huge speed, take on the banks and disrupt the system just yet. No, they're already disrupting them, but... Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to be careful with that. But I don't know. I like the team over at We Trust anyway. So I'm happy with them. Pete's just saying you got to be careful who you... Like, anyone can pretty much just take a photo of Vitalik and put him on their website and say, he's an advisor. So that's a good point. Just keep going down so I don't miss too much. KMD, we got... Sorry if I've missed anything, guys. There's a lot of chat there. You're welcome to just hit me with it again. We've got, 7 or 8 minutes left. Z said Gold Mint ICO. I haven't had a look at it, dude. I'll mark it on once to look at. Xiao has metalplay.com. Yeah, that was MTL, yeah. Proof of payment. Something they created. I think they aim to hit people. Yeah, cool. Have a big team. Oh, Xiao's just said about Metal, they have a big team. That's always a good indication as well. If there's a lot of... Like, you guys have got to think about... Well, the way I look at it is if Metal have a big team, that work that they're all doing has to have some value, right? It has to have some value. They're working. That's kind of the easiest, like a simplistic way, but big team's not a bad thing for sure. It can be a little bit harder to coordinate the bigger numbers you get, but man hours are worth something. And the more people working on it, the better the tech's going to get, the better the marketing team's going to get, all that sort of thing. So that's and they're working with Josh Bayless as well, Xiao said. Just checking. Sorry guys, I'm just catching up on the chat. I want to make sure I get everyone in here. Z's just said Dent. Dent partners with Utopia Mobile to connect mobile data marketplace with 12 new mobile operators in Africa, Indian subcontinent and Middle East. Wow. Isn't that funny? Because the Saucy Link was asking us about like phone stuff at the start of the convo, because just learning about the crypto economy. And Dent is partnering with a couple of mobile data marketplaces by the look of that. With mobile operators to create a mobile data marketplace. That's cool. I want to have a look at that, see. That sounds pretty cool. Interested in Aeon? No, we haven't talked about that before. I got to put some of these on the board. What I'll do, because I don't have my marker with me, I'll just watch the video back and I'll make sure I make note of all these and put them on the board. And we'll get a good list going. Because I'll be back into it soon. I just need a couple of days off just researching cryptos. When the market's cruising along, I don't have any money to stack in at the moment anyway, so do your own bloody research if you want more coins to stack in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm happy to do it. I just need a couple of days off. Looking coin after coin, you can start to confuse them. You just need time to let it all settle. So I just took a couple of days off the research as such. Hey, Slice Keeper, in the house. Haven't seen you in today, man. Late, but welcome late. What's up, guys? The BTC Bitcoin Gold looks interesting. POW by using your GPU as the new BTC fork. Ah, cool. Thanks for that. There you go. So the new proof of work by using your GPU as the new Bitcoin fork. Cool. Yeah, Z's just said if they can pull it off the telcos, will spew. It's about time, mate. Honestly, I'm over them. I am over them. Telstra, I'm going on a rant. And then I'm coming into the store and we're talking about it. Because you can make this right. Telstra have charged me $10 a gig, despite the fact I've been a customer for 20 years, because the NBN didn't get installed at my house. So NBN Co were 3 weeks late installing my broadband. I'd made commitments with PIVX. I needed to transfer data, including videos and things like that. And I've spent $1,400 on internet connection in $10 blocks of $10 per gig. Now, when I look up the prices that you can get for additional data just by being a prepaid customer, I'm getting paid like I'm getting charged way more. How does a loyal contracted customer get charged more than the guy who can go off elsewhere? That's stupid. Well, it's wrong. So all they're saying is, oh, that guy might go, so we've got to give him the best deal. Stuff our loyal customers, they're not going to go anyway. So we'll just rip them off. So Telstra, I want an answer to that, why that is the case. And I want you to talk about my $1,400 bill. Maybe you can become a sponsor of the show if you actually do the right thing here. There's the challenge set. I've already dissed St George and Westpac, so happy to go after Telstra as well. But they do have the best network, which is why I'd like to work with them. But if you're not going to be fair to your good customers, I'm out. I'll go and work with Optus or Vodafone or anyone else. Yeah, Z, you know me. I'm a prick. I had a massive fight with St George. You should have heard that phone call, explaining their own financial system to them. Yeah, Dent is all about data, peer-to-peer transfer. Pretty much the crypto economy is, man. It's about data. Researching for the greater good. That's it, man. You got to keep yourself out of those crappy investments as best you can and get yourself into the good stuff. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help each other out. We've got up some really good coins to have a look at. Like, we must have a list of 10 at least that I know nothing about. Like quality, well, at least high market cap coins. So I've got some work to do, no doubt about it. Guys, I really appreciate you dropping in for the chat today. I'm going to check out. We've had our hour of crypto chat. The economy's looking super, super strong. Look, always be careful of retracements after a run-up like this. And don't forget, we are heading towards the end of the week. And Wilkie the Whale is likely to cash out some of his shares and go and have a cocktail on a beach somewhere. So be careful of the Wilkies of the world cashing out towards Friday. We do see it quite regularly. And then the trade volumes drop off over the weekend. Please make your own decisions. There's plenty of good investing still around the market. And it's been great chatting to you all again. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Yeah, no worries, Agent Smith. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow again. Same time. See you later. Fish out.